Hi there, Dan from the Audubon Center for Birds of Prey with today's Species Spotlight. Today we talk about red-shouldered hawks, like our current resident Rania here. Red-shouldered hawks are one of the most common birds of prey that you'll find on the eastern side of the United States. There's 5 subspecies, 4 of them on the eastern side, and there's 1 over on the west, over in the California area. Here in Florida, we have the lightest subspecies along with one of the smallest subspecies of red-shouldered hawks. They will start their nesting season in April to June. During that time period, you'll hear them squawking a lot. As the more we take this video, Rania might squawk for us. She's one of our noisiest residents that we have here at the center. If you've ever been here before, you've probably heard her. But if you haven't, you've probably heard red-shouldered hawks off in the distance just going caw, 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 caw. It's like their usual calling noise. Besides their distinctive vocalization, easy ways to identify red-shouldered hawks around you guys is just the way they stand. They have a very almost straight up angle when they're perched, and their tail has wonderful bars. They'll have 3 distinctive white lines going across their tail, and they have a very long tail when it comes to hawks, relatively speaking, of course. They also get that name, red-shouldered hawks, from that red coloration right by their wings. These guys are very opportunistic hunters. They will eat whatever they can catch, whether that be small rodents, whether that be small birds, amphibians. They even go after crawfish and fish because they will go into swampy areas, urban areas. They do really well in human environments. It's why, unfortunately, some of the most common patients that we get here at the center are red-shouldered hawks. For example, so far this calendar year, 31% of our patients have been red-shouldered hawks. Of those patients, the majority have been car collision accidents. A great way to help them is to drive safely and slow down when you see wildlife near the road. When they are in their nesting season, when they do have a clutch of eggs, it tends to be anywhere between 3 and 4 eggs. That'll take about 30 days to incubate, and then it'll take about a year for those babies, once they hatch, to hit sexual maturity and to find a territory of their own. Like many diurnal raptors, red-shouldered hawks have a different color when they are juvenile. They start in a shade of brown, which makes them easy to confuse for other species of hawks like broad-winged hawks or Cooper's hawks. Then, about 1 year old, during their first molt, they will grow their distinctive black, white, and red feathers. When these guys have hit sexual maturity, they will hold a nesting territory for year after year after year. There's a report of one in California that returned to the same nesting site for about 16 years. These guys usually live in the wild for about 15 to 20 years, and our resident Rania here just recently celebrated her 10th birthday. She was first admitted April 2nd in 2010 as a nestling. She was actually at a different facility. Then they brought her over to us. At that time, we were able to establish that the family that had her for a bit, unfortunately, she got imprinted on with them. And when a bird gets imprinted, there's no way to reverse that. And so she serves as one of our animal ambassadors that can come out and meet guests when we are open to the public. A fun fact that comes to red-shouldered hawks is that they're real big insectivores. So after you've mowed a lawn, you'll usually see these guys coming trying to catch up all those grasshoppers and other insects. Thanks for joining us for today's Species Spotlight. Stay tuned for all of our other fun bird facts and info.